action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen, and joining me tonight, the former national champion and National Player of the Year, it's Jay Williams.
Ed, stop it. You keep gassing me up. Actually, don't stop it. Keep fluffing me. I like it. Shouldn't we be talking about the matchup on the court tonight? Let's see what's going on.
Jay, you have to own it. These 10 players on the floor about to do so as well. Irving to Durant. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. To Leonard. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet. And one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Irving. Oh, that's how it's done.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down a point. Screen coming. Durant. Not going down here. To Paul George. And he's going to the line to shoot.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Team foul number 1.
Paul George, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Oh, yeah, get your money, man.
To Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
That's rebounded by Brooklyn. Here's Irving into the front court. Down by 1. Here comes the screen. Irving. He made his first effort, but not that time.
That's me.
George misfires. It's no good. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Kawhi Leonard. Tough matchup against Durant. Oh, they called the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own. George. Slam dunk.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Irving. Kyrie Irving. 2 for 3 now here in the first. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
From long range, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Irving. Kawhi Leonard tips it, and he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. New blood coming in for both sides. Irving. Over to the right side. To Irving. Kyrie Irving. 3 for 4. Good start.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Strong finisher, Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To Irving. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Williams into the front court. Right now, 12 all. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Irving into the front court. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Fires the 3. Won't go down. Beverly into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Into the game for Los Angeles, number 5, Montrezl Harrell.
Hey, come here. Screen.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Clippers have the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is a first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Right now, down 7. To Durant. Screen coming. And look out.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Irving with the basketball. 9-point margin. Clippers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Patrick Beverly. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Nets have it. Irving. That one off the mark. It's no good. To George. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Durant across the timeline. Down 11. Screen coming. Durant. Shot clock winding down. Durant. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Someone's been working on that one for weeks behind closed doors. That's why they call it practice.
That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Kyrie across the timeline. His team down 9. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kyrie Irving makes good from beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
I got him.
Kawhi Leonard against KD. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George. He's now 4 for 6. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
And finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Beverly into the front court. Up 5. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Irving. Beyond the arc for 3. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. To Irving. Clippers have got it. George, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Stepping in for the Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams. Into the game.
Harris, tough matchup against George. Knocked loose. Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have something. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Beverly. Gets it in the right corner. Williams. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Williams to Paul George. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Kyrie with the rock. To Durant. Irving. Around the perimeter. Irving goes to the right side. Durant. They have to keep him in their grasp.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Leonard to George. Leonard to Paul George. LA with 4 to shoot. Knocks it down from mid-range. We have come upon halftime with the Clippers out in front. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Irving sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Spencer Dinwiddie rejects it. Couldn't keep it in. Out of Spencer Dinwiddie. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint production, The first half, they were great. Second half, not so much.
Beverly. Deep left corner. Curling inside. Flushes it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Irving. It's no good. Shot's not going down.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
He can't get past the defender. Beverly to Leonard. Kevin Durant pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Kevin Durant has it. Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Irving. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
George. Not that time.
And I know this is an off day for him, but still, that serves as no excuse for you not to give any effort on the defensive end. Here's a trick. If you get yourself engaged defensively, that can at times help you offensively.
Leonard to George. Count the basket at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Brooklyn with the basketball.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Irving to Durant. For three, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Irving. Here comes the screen. Irving gets it in the left corner. To Irving. The Nets now with 4 to shoot and a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Substitutions, Brooklyn. 1 minute remaining in the third
Durant
quarter.
matched up with Paul George. 4-3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
2 for 2 on that trip. Durant against George. Fires the three. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. He hits.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. The Clippers are out in front. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the 4th quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, steps out and hits.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Durant. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Paul George to Williams. Baseline drive. Oh, big finish at the rim.
This is not the time to have a mental lapse.
Durant across the timeline. 2-point advantage. Screen coming. Durant. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Leonard hits the three-pointer.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Leads a bucket. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Leonard had made his first couple, but he misses there. George, yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
The difference is going to be the best player on the court. He's a guy that you have to trust in. He has to get the ball. And sometimes as a coach, you need to let go and let your best players do what they do.
Irving. Clippers have got it. To Leonard. From long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. To Durant.
Get over.
Fires the three. The hot night continues. He's hit 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
George. That won't go. Durant against George. Knocked loose. Durant matched up with Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc. Yes! Three-pointer is good.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Jared Allen snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Here's Irving into the front court. Leads just a point. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Kawhi Leonard matched up with Durant. Throws it down.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
To Jordan. Durant. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. George buries it. It's a three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Durant with the basketball up top. Leads one. Here comes the screen. Durant. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him. Timeout called here by the Clippers. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a two-possession game. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Irving. Textbook defense. It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one by 4. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen.